waiting at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the New York Giants. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete left side to Shepard. Not much there, only a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Ball carrier. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 14. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. Third and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll try the left side. Gibson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 23. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the run, it's Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught, Shepard. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now it's Barkley. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Barkley on the carry.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chase Young make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. They'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. It's Barkley on the counter. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Here we go, D. Here I come.
On first down, Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Ball carrier.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
Got none whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Great call to hand that one off, and is running back to the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Roman on the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now again, right side. It's Gibson, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down at the 37-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. Gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Add this game to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
They'll look to throw.
They'll get this to Antonio Gibson, complete.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game.
And Washington has once again taken the lead.
And that makes it 14-10.
Makes this Washington 14, Giants 10. Dustin Hopkins to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Here's Gallup getting it on the jet sweep. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the 44.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs. I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Gibson.
Ball 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. The gun now on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. run the counter. It's Gibson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Ball carrier.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Ball carrier.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, it's Gibson. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. From a yard out. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
47's the mic.
2nd and 9 now. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding clock.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
First down.
first down. Gibson.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
At the 7-yard line.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
It's for the taking. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a boy. One for the sake, boy. There's nothing left.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line.
We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Back to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the ball is knocked out.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Barkley, and able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Even
Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Spy 56. Get in the right room. Get in the right room. Watch the twins. Watch the twins.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Barkley hit and the ball pops free. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal.
Defense, keep it up, guys. 56, the mark for 56. Check 56.
This will be caught at about the 5. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. They'll set up a throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This likely a must-have 3rd and goal.
Check 24. Check 24.
Here's Barkley. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Down at the 14-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's now 4th and goal.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line.
8-yard line.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
And it's 3rd down.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it, but you know every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got a man, Slayton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Slayton. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. On 1st down, Barkley. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season Each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.